Yes, now bless now, people. Do not forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Sepultura is who we listen to. Beneath the Remains was the record in particular, and we had 10 tracks on this record. Some in the comments may say 9. 9. And here is my opinion of said record. So I got onto this just through a recommendation on the Patreon of listening to Arise. And considering we had done Schizophrenia, it made sense to just sort of bridge the gap and do Beneath the Remains. Alright, I had a mate who was mad on this record back in high school. He sent me a track or two. I can't remember which ones in particular, but I did know that it was quality metal music. I did know that. I was already pre-biased to believe in that. I like the album artwork. Now, the music, I don't believe I was listening to a remaster, and if I weren't listening to a remaster, the production's very good. The production arguably makes the record. Instrumentally, this record is super tight. Great technicality without being overtly like tech thrash, if you want to call it that. If you're a genre nerd, it's not necessarily verging on a tech metal band, but the tightness and the composition is that of very well experienced and advanced instrumentalists. The guitar work is super tight, super tight, especially in correlation with the drums. The vocals are good. The vocals aren't like boring trad metal vocals. Like we're verging into a more modern vocal approach with the vocal line, and that treats me well. That's what I'm into. Average song length, you're probably looking at about 4 minutes 40 potentially. You know what I mean? Passing 5 minutes isn't a problem for this bunch. That's for sure. And that's where I'm going to criticize this record. It took me 2 days to listen to. I fell asleep just out of like exhaustion from my day-to-day activities in the middle of my listen through. So it's not like the album bored me to death. That wasn't the case. But through both experiences, listening to both halves of the record, somebody who's got an attention span such as mine, someone who's into shorter songs, it's. I'll be real with you. It's too much, man. 5-minute tracks for the intensity and the extremity Sepultura were doing. It's too much, man. It's too much. It became boring. Honestly, it's too much. It became boring. This was, albeit very good, it was a beautiful contrast. It was a beautiful contrast because I really appreciated and perceived what I was hearing as better metal music, better thrash metal music than 95% of thrash metal I have heard, not only on this channel, but generally speaking. But it was incredibly boring. There's no change, right? When you listen to the title track, Beneath the Remains, that is what you're sitting in for. The next 9-10 tracks. There is no deviation at all from the sound you're getting from Beneath the Remains. So if you really like the sound and the energy, yeah, you're in for a great ride, most definite. But if you want some degree of variation, you are not going to get it. There's going to be a couple of riffs that catch your attention that you really like, but it's going to be near to no different or variation to a riff you'd heard in the last track or the track before. So that's a crazy criticism. It just goes to show. You could have done this 7 tracks. If Beneath the Remains was 7 tracks, I would have said well done. Well done. That's a quality record, but it outstayed its welcome. Do you know, when I got to track 4, 5, 6, 7, there's nothing new I can comment on. There is nothing new I can comment on. It's just like, alright, it was good. Because it was good. It was good, but with that being said, I'm grumpy as hell. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm going to kill off the metalheads with this one. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 because of that reason. I can't come back with only 4 songs to go and fall into boredom whilst listening to the record. I can't do that. I can't come to a record and have that be my experience. And on that note, we got a Rise coming up next, so we got time to change my opinion. All right, I'll see you there. Peace, one love, people. Bada bing.